Jason Kelce reacts in shock when Travis announces the last podcast episode before the Super Bowl. Travis Kelce, who is very busy with his teammates preparing for the Super Bowl, came on air for the podcast in New Orleans. Travis Kelce started the conversation saying, "It's an honor that we decided to bring the audience the last episode. Thank you all for accompanying us these past days." Jason shouted and said, "What the hell, Travis? We agreed to release another episode after the Super Bowl." Travis laughed and said, "Oh, the WI owners just sent me a notice, and they said so. Maybe we will come back soon with a new special episode." Jason said, "Oh, so we will have more time to rest." Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. Jason said, "In the exciting atmosphere of the opening week of the Super Bowl, what have the Chiefs prepared for this big game, Travis?" Travis said, "Oh, we just flew to New Orleans. The atmosphere here is quite exciting. On Tuesday, we will start participating in activities for Super Bowl week." Jason said, "Oh, how about the practice sessions? I really appreciate the Philadelphia Eagles group, because I have been attached to their style of play for almost 13 years. You will have big problems with their linebackers." Travis said, "Yes, I know that, and we will have 2 main practice sessions on Friday and Saturday. I think with these 2 important practice sessions, we'll bring high performance for this important game." Jason said, "Oh, that's great. I wish you guys win the Super Bowl again." Travis smiled and said, "Oh, thank you. We will definitely get to touch that trophy." Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. Jason said, "It would be great if Taylor's family would also appear at the game that day." Travis said, "Oh, of course, man. She will definitely come." Jason laughed happily. "Wow, really? That's great." Travis said, "She just attended the Grammys, and she will continue to support the Chiefs." Jason said, "Hey, man, a lot of our viewers have been asking if Taylor's T-shaped bracelet is a reminder of Travis." Travis laughed. "What bracelet is it, man?" Jason looked at the computer screen and opened a picture of Taylor and sent it to Travis. Then Travis said, "OMG, it's a T. I think you guys can think of it that way too. The T is the special letter of my name and Taylor." Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. In an interview with People on Tuesday, February 4th, Jason Kelce confirms that Taylor Swift will be heading to the Super Bowl in New Orleans to support her boyfriend Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs as they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. When asked about who's coming into town for the big game and whether it'll be a family affair, Jason made it known that Travis Cheer Squad is assembling. "Yeah, I think everybody's coming in," he began before rattling off some names. "I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think obviously our whole family. I believe obviously Trav and Taylor and his family and his friends. I mean, Trav always travels like full," he says of his younger brother. "Even when he's in regular season mode, he's always got a bunch of his friends there. It's been this way his whole career," Jason adds. "He's kept in touch much better with a lot of the people from our hometown, so there's always a loaded contingency for the Kelce wherever we're at." Swift has been a sweet staple at Chiefs games over the course of the season, continuing her support for Travis since her first appearance at one of his games in September 2023. Most recently, Swift attended the nail-biting game between the Buffalo Bills and Chiefs on January 26th at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where the home team came out victorious with a 32-29 win over the Bills to secure their spot in the Super Bowl. When the clock ticked down and the Chiefs secured the win, Swift made her way down to the field, like she did after last year's AFC Championship game, to celebrate with Kelce. Amid the confetti flying in the sky, they were seen hugging, kissing, and saying, "I love you," as they celebrated the Chiefs' return to the Super Bowl. This year puts them in a unique position. Should they defeat the Eagles, the Chiefs will be the first team in the history of the NFL to three-peat at a Super Bowl following their back-to-back victories in 2023 and 2024. It will also mark Swift's return to the Super Bowl since last year, when the Chiefs played the San Francisco 49ers in Las Vegas. The 14-time Grammy winner was in a star-studded suite alongside her group of friends as they cheered in support. When thinking about his brother and the Chiefs making NFL history with a three-peat win, Jason tells people that it'd be a really cool thing to be able to say that you've done. He adds, "It's an incredible opportunity. The greatest football players are the ones who produce in the biggest moments. That is what sets Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce apart. It is also a big reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are on the cusp of NFL immortality. Both men are postseason machines. They are forces to be reckoned with when the stakes are at their highest. If the Chiefs are to become the first NFL team to three-peat on Sunday night, then they will be the driving forces. Last season, Kelce's 7-year streak of 1,000-plus yards came to an end, adding that he finished with a career low of 10.6 yards per catch, and people were starting to wonder if retirement was coming. Then the playoffs arrived, and he transformed. Kelce went for 355 yards and 3 touchdowns from 32 catches over 4 games as he powered the Chiefs to yet another Super Bowl win. It was a similar story this season, too. After just 97 catches for 823 yards and 3 touchdowns, talk of Kelce's retirement has been bubbling away. He put that to bed on Monday night by insisting he still sees himself playing in 3 years. But why would he walk away, especially when he believes he can still affect the biggest moments of the biggest games? This season's divisional round win over the Houston Texans saw Kelce at his playoff best. He went for 117 yards and a touchdown from 7 catches, and now comes in a Sunday's Super Bowl with the most catches in playoff history, with 174. He is only second to Hall of Famer Jerry Rice in receiving yards and touchdowns in the playoffs, too. But where do you start plotting the demise of a relationship that has almost become symbiotic? Nick Sirianni has led the Eagles against the Chiefs in every season he's been Philadelphia's head coach, so he knows the challenge his team is about to face and has told them to prepare for everything. He said, "What I see on tape is just the detail. I have so much respect for the players that they have. They have top-notch players, and then I have so much respect for Coach Reid and his staff of the detail. I think the detail kind of oozes off the tape with the way they run block and are always on the same page. I can't tell you how much respect I have for that, but you have to be ready to prepare for everything, knowing that they have one of the best players of all time on their side with Mahomes, and they can do it many different ways. So you have to be ready for all different types of things. It's always going to be about stopping the run, limiting the big plays, tackling well, getting off blocks well, coming after the football well. We know we'll have our work cut out for us." That message has clearly translated to Vic Fangio's young and hungry Eagles defense. Safety Reed Blankenship was full of praise for Kelce and Mahomes and admitted they'll need to be faultless to contain them. "You know, it's a chess match," he explained. "He's Mahomes, a great quarterback, obviously, and just try not to let him hit big plays. He scrambles a lot more than people think, and at that point, it just becomes backyard football. He can do whatever. He can throw at all angles, too. He's Kelce, another great player. I mean, you're having 2 dominant teams facing in the Super Bowl. You don't want anybody else up here, you know? So each team has freaks like that. I mean, obviously, we do, but you know Travis Kelce is going to be one of them dogs that we got to take care of." When Kelce and the Chiefs lost 21-17 to the Eagles in the regular season in 2023, he had a mixed night. He scored a touchdown, but 44 yards from 7 receptions show Philadelphia handled him well. Linebacker Zach Bond didn't play that night at Arrowhead Stadium, but as he looks to seal a sensational first season in Philadelphia with a Super Bowl ring, Bond knows it'll take everybody to quiet Kelce. He said, "It takes all 11 guys. It takes the pass rush, it takes the coverage, it takes stopping the run, so it's not just 1 or 2 guys that need to focus on stopping him. It's the collective of it all. I think he's Kelce, really intelligent,